quite the game to begin it all with, hasn't it?
Yeah.
How do you sum it up? The whole game.
Yeah, it was a tough one. Obviously, we were all over shop in the first half on all three phases, and our players know that. They smashed us at stoppage. We couldn't lock the ball in our front half, and we couldn't get the ball back off them when they had it. So credit to them, they played really well in the first half. Everything went right for them. But I just really was proud of our players in their response. It looked like a Richmond game in the second half. We flipped the script on territory. We scored from stoppage, and our boys just played the way that we want to play. We'll review the first half. Our boys are really honest, but they're not happy with the way that they started, and we'll review that.
What do you give most emphasis to in that review?
Oh, there will be a bit of all of it. Like in the end, whether we win the game or whether we lose the game, we're going to review the game really honestly. So, like I said, all three phases. I think we got beaten 18-8 centre bounces, so that was a big factor in the game. Their ruck was really potent, which we knew going into the game. So that's one element of the game which gave them territory. So we'll look at that. We did flip the script on that in the second half. But like I said, 5 goals fired from stoppage at half time. That was the biggest ticket, and we just had to stem the flow in that, which I was really proud of the way we did.
Do you think that just the hard work narrative played into it at all, just the way the game started in terms of composure and being ready to tackle that? Yeah,
well, we didn't really dig too much into the mindset around it, other than the fact that it's a first game and it's the spotlight was on and the season's starting, and we weren't happy with the way that we started, irrelevant who the coaches for the other team. Our leaders weren't happy with the way that we started. We went into our shells a little bit, which they spoke about at half time. It was pretty quiet out there, which we can rectify, and they did in the second half. So like I said, I was just really more proud of our response, because it could have been a horrendous result in the end, and we gave ourselves a shot at it.
When you had that shot at it, there was the 50-metre free against Dylan. That must be disappointing coming from a leader when you sort of work so hard to get your way back into the game. Yeah, well, that's part of the positive for them. Their 3 goals that they kicked, one was a 50-metre penalty and one was a rush behind, so in the whole second half. So, yeah, he won't be happy with that, but we had an opportunity at the start of the last quarter to nail one, and then would have put the pressure on them. But, those things are exactly the same. At the start of the season, we'll learn from it. He'll learn from it. He won't be happy about it based on the fact that he still is the leader of our footy club, so we'll help him through that and make sure it doesn't happen again. Did you have any drama with that rush behind?
No, well, not really. It's up to the umpire if they feel like there's pressure. We just hope that they're consistent with those decisions.
How much did you miss your 3 sort of key players today? You mentioned that it was a bit quiet in the first half with Toby out there, and obviously Dusty and Lynch, what they bring to that line. Pretty solid.
Yeah, no doubt. When your captain's not playing, I think the game would have been a bit different if Witts wasn't playing. So in the end, having those 3 players available is obviously going to make our team better. But like I said, I was really proud of our response. Like Noah Bolter going into the ruck in the second half, I thought was terrific. He's going to have to do that anyway. Sam Naismith in his first game for the club, he tore it away and fought hard. And then if Lynchy's back, that's obviously going to help us moving forward and moving the ball forward. So, and obviously Dusty going out during the week was disappointing, but at the same time we had to be really smart with that decision. So having him back next week would be handy as well. But I was just really wrapped with the guys that got the opportunity. Seth Campbell could have kicked 3 or 4 today. Didn't look out of place, which is good. And some of our younger defenders like Josh Gibcus, first game back for a long time. He'll be better for the run as well.
What about your own personal experience? It must have been like chaos and thinking, what the hell am I doing? What's going on here in that first half? Yeah, I try to pride myself on being calm and composed. And to be fair, I felt like we still were in the box. We could see what was happening. We thought we pulled the right levers. It was just an execution thing. But that's the game of footy. The season started now, and there's going to be ups and downs. And if we win, I don't want to walk in here thinking that everything's okay as well. There'll be things that we've still got to learn from, even in our biggest wins. So, we'll like I said, we'll learn from it, and we can't rest on the result anyway. We've got a game in 5 days, and we've got to move on really quickly. So we'll learn from it, and we'll get ready for Carlton.